Hey, what is going on, guys? Here's your boy Menace here, and today I'm back with another video. I'm playing with my good friend Aero in this gameplay. We're playing a duo squad scrim in the alpha lobby, and we do win the game. I'm gonna let you guys know. Obviously I'm just gonna go through how I was playing, what I was doing at the time, because obviously I do not have the official recording. Unluckily they didn't really record because it was just a bit late, and you know, I never recorded. But yeah, I'm just going to go through all my plays and stuff. Obviously I'm going to cut a bit out, you know, skip to the chase where I'm going to get into some action, or like rotating into the new zones and just show out. I actually have the HUD on right now, so you can guys see the map. I can show you guys the zones and stuff, where the zones are, and just how we're just going to be maneuvering around the zones. And yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy it, and let's get into it. So right now, me and Aero, right now we're just chilling, we're farming up mats, we're trying to get as many mats as we can for the late game. I do come out of motel with around 15 to 1600 mats. We do take a rift towards the brick farm, as you will see in a minute. And yeah, we do take a rift to the brick farm, and then we rotate to the next zone, as you'll just see. So I'll cut to that and see you guys there. Okay, so now we're back, and this is where we're rotating into the first zone. As we do see a rift on top of the where the burger is on top of the hill, and we do go for that. Obviously we farmed a lot of mats, so Aero doesn't really have too much at this point because he was busy doing something else, but I had around, yeah, let's say around 1500-1600 mats. We both had 200 HP, which was good, so we were set. We had some good loot. Unluckily I can't really show you the loot, but this is the current zone, as you guys can see, and we do get our first encounter here on top of this hill, and someone did shoot at me there, but obviously didn't pay attention to it because I saw the people were fighting really late. But obviously we do go on this hill, and we do get our first encounter of a squad here, but we do not take the fight, as we knew it would have been a bit of risk, as we were outnumbered in a squad game. We did play this game as a squad fill just to get some more teammates, but the guys weren't speaking and they just landed in a completely different spot and died instantly. I'm not too sure if they were scrim players, because it was a 90+ lobby, so the most likely would have been scrim players. There was they most likely would have been scrim players that landed paralyzed while we landed motel, so never really communicate with them, as they didn't speak inside the game. But I am gonna have to turn my volume down, guys, because there is a point where I use a zipline, and then a bug in like replay mode where when you use the zipline thing stays above your head and just keeps making the noise that you're still on the zipline, which is actually quite annoying. But you know what, it is what it is, and let's just keep watching and just show how things are going, just talk about it, and yeah. Okay, so we've landed from the rift, and we do see this is the zone. We know we have actually got a pretty good zone for us. We can just tell. Obviously at this point we didn't know there's a team on the hill, but we did realise there's people flying in the plane above. We're just farming up, we're just trying to get as many mats as possible and just try and stay good for the late game. No. Do not think, oh no. Alright, so I think I opened this gift and I did get a grapple and a gold pump, which actually helped a lot. Or maybe I never got the gold pump or the grapple, maybe that was later on, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, we're just going to see later on how this helps. Yep, I never got it. Actually I did get the gold pump and the grapple. So right now we just farmed quite a decent bit of mats, around like Aero probably has around 13 to 1400, while I have around 1800 to 1900 to 2k maybe at this point. So we're just gonna farm. We're in zone. I don't want to push too far in zone, maybe get tagged, and then everyone's gonna focus on us dropping rockets. And we just build a little turtle base here, and we're just waiting for the next zone and to see what people are going to be doing, how people are going to be rotating, and when we should rotate. And yeah, so let's just get into that in a second in the next zone. Okay, so at this point everyone's rotating into the zones. We do know that there's a team on the hill, just one. That's what we think right now. Everyone's rotating, everyone's trying to get a good position in the zones. There's actually two teams on the hill right now. Let me just show you where all the players are in the zone. Alright, so there's a couple squads around everywhere, as you can see, and yeah, we was in a pretty good position. Obviously we was on the low ground, we did know that, but we had a good position. We were just turtling up, you know, peeking through the walls, trying to see if we can see any people rotating, maybe get some easy tags. But right now we do get stinked, but the stinks actually never hit us. I knew there was no squads around, so I just dropped down a bit, you know, just in case they threw another, and just try to avoid getting hit. And then we just get back up and we're just relaxed. We're just waiting for the next zone to close in and show where we have to rotate. and we do hear teams fight on the hill. So at this point there's 3 teams on the hill. There was a team with a plane, I'm pretty sure, and they just flew out and then they attacked this other team on top of the hill. So we're just relaxing right now. We have our own turtles. We're just sitting. We don't really have to do much. We don't really have to do anything at all right now, and we're just relaxed. And we do realize that obviously zones rotating. Maybe we can get a couple tags on on a couple players. I do see that player, but I wasn't able to get any tags on him because of the hill. But it didn't really make a big difference. And then I do realize that there's a team. This team's fighting outside the zone. Maybe I can get some easy tags on him. I do tag that guy once, and I'll leave him out just in case anyone just focuses on us and just try and get some tags. Or I tagged him again, you know, just get some easy shots onto these guys. I do realise there's a team north to me, or northeast to me, and obviously I don't want to bring attention to me. I just peeked out, maybe see if I can get an easy tag. It's probably a bit weak because obviously you can actually see the medding with the player outlines. But yeah, they were just medding up from zone. Maybe I could get a tag. No, I couldn't. So I was just like, no, I don't want to mess around with them. They can do what they want. So me and Aero actually, we rotate out of the next zone. We just look back. We just check in, see if we're gonna get tagged. So we actually saved our mats here, just from not getting tagged. We did the method of just not building and just going. And it was a little bit of a risk. Maybe we could have got beamed, but obviously we knew what all the squads are. We know about our surroundings, so that was pretty good. Unfortunately, you can't actually hear our communication, which is unfortunate because I actually, obviously you do know I don't have the original recording, and yeah, so it's just a bit, it feels bad. But hold on guys, let me just alright, so then right now we're just gonna build a turtle base in this zone, and then just expand like too wide, place a cone just in case he falls down. He can just block himself off, and yeah, now we're just going to sit in zone, watch people, catch people off the rotations. We rotate early, which is actually a good move. And I just tried to take some shots at these guys. I do tag one guy twice for 62, so that was pretty good. And then we knew there was a squad in there, so we just sat, and we never had to waste too many mats. And I did see a player rotating on the left side. What do I see him? I see him now, yeah. I see these players building up, and then it was a team of 2, maybe a team of 3. I think it was just a team of 2 here. And yeah, I'm just watching through the cone, just trying to see where the people are. I realise that there's a team there, and in just a second I'll realise there's a team running up on the left side. And yeah, I'm just gonna wait for these guys to rotate into the next zone. Obviously there's like 50 seconds for the zone. Oh no, 50 seconds for the zones to close in. And now we're just waiting, we're relaxed. We don't really have to do much right now once again, because we have good positioning in zone. We're actually in zone. Just on the edge we can rotate late, rotate early, trying not to get tagged and stuff. But yeah, we were sitting in the zone. It was a good idea to rotate early, just obviously so we avoided us getting tagged or us dying in any way, because obviously we knew teams that were behind. There was like a couple teams behind us, maybe like 3-4 teams. But yeah, we were just relaxed, just sitting in the zone. I was just peeking through the cone. Then yeah, they peeked me, but I tried to get a shot there, missed a couple shots, but no big deal. Then I do realise these guys have to push in right now, and we do realise they're playing fires above us, and maybe tried to get some tags on him, but just couldn't. Turn upside down. But we do realise my teammate does call out to me that these players are rotating in, so they do go for the tags. Do tag one to the body, then I knock one and get the other guy, and we do go for the loot as we see. But the team is distracted, and there was actually a team on the bottom of the hill, so we just built in here. We just obviously got their mats, you know, we were just relaxed. And yeah, that was actually a really good kills. Then at this point I have around 2.5k to 2.6k mats. You know, from these guys that actually helped out my mats a lot. Hold on guys, just bear with me a second, I'm just gonna cut just to remove these zipline noises. Alright, so I'm sorry about that, I start having normal recording, ziplines. So replay is just a bit bugged. Alright, so at this point we know we have to rotate to the next over here, so we rotate a bit early. Obviously it's a bit risky play just going out, and we do get it on the zip line. Obviously we see teams up there fighting, see teams that we check everywhere, then we go onto the zip line, and no, we don't get tagged here. I think people tried to shoot, yeah, but they miss, and then we just build turtles. Then I realised I had metal, so I can just build out of metal. You know, wood is just not too strong right now, just in case anyone tries to beam us. So right now we're just relaxing. Maybe I should have replaced that, but it's no big deal, because obviously no one actually went for us, and there's 43 people in the zone right now. Split my mats because obviously my teammate never had too many mats, so we probably have about 2k each right now. So we had a good amount of mats, and then we just watching, trying to see if people were rotating. Then we do, I think a team tries to get on the zip line, and obviously I tried to take some shots at the people on the zip line coming on, but I think I do get a managed to tag. You guys will see in a second. Let me just explain what's gonna happen now. Alright, so yeah, this guy you can see from the player outline. He's on the zipline. I heard him coming on the zipline, so maybe I could get an easy tag on him. I tagged him, and I tried to switch to my SMG, but then I realized I only had a pump and an AR. Yeah, I only had the pump and an AK, so now I couldn't actually. I actually threw my fortress as I was saving to late game. But this mistake that I made actually helped me quite a lot, because you'll see in the next zone what will happen and how we get to the next zone. This actually did help a lot, even though I did use my fortress in the at the wrong time when I wasn't meant to, but it was just luckily in our favour of the way the zone played out and stuff like that. So obviously we had the so we was relaxed right now. No one can see us. We were just sitting. Obviously I knew there was a team below us. Maybe I just tried to go from tagged. I was just waiting for them. Maybe any one of them could be weak. I could just make them a bit weak, just get them a little bit flustered. And then obviously zone is okay. Let me show you the zone. So this zone, I can zoom in, right? As this zone, so you can see the player names. Alright, so this is the zone, and we're like over here, and we have the bounces because of the port fortress, so we know we can rotate down there, and actually that's why the fortress did help us in our favour. So eventually I think right now, yeah, we're gonna go right now. See, I told my teammate dodge the zipline, otherwise we would have been screwed really badly there. And obviously just run into zone, just see everyone's fighting, so just build a turtle. So we had a really good position right now because we was in zone, and there was actually not too many people rotating into zone early, just like we were. So now just get into the zone, you know, build a brick, because would be really bad in this position, if I'm honest. And then so yeah, we're just turtling, you know. Yeah, we're just turtling. And obviously this is my teammate, but obviously he's not my proper deal mate. He's just like one of my close friends, and he doesn't really play scrims that much. So if you just see like him not building like properly and just doing other stuff, obviously he's still a good player, but he just doesn't play the game as much. That's why. And yeah, now we're just in like the zone. We have a really good position. We have a strong metal base. Obviously we hear people gliding in, and we do know that there's people below us. So just build a pyramid, you know, on top of the floor. I accidentally edited that floor, which you'll see what will happen next. And then obviously we were just sitting in zone. A lot of people in this zone right now, around 30 people inside of this zone, which is quite a lot. And then this guy places a trap. He tries to knock my teammate down into the trap, so I just hit the edit, and then he just gets pumped in the face. And then which has also helped out quite a bit, because I did use quite a lot of metal here to like obviously just try and survive for as long as you can. I do pick up the RPG. I do drop my deagle, as I think the RPG will help out way more, and you guys will see how it did actually help out way more. You actually can't see my kills right now, but I think at this point I have 4 kills. Yeah, I think I have 4 kills at this point. Hold on, let me just see if I can switch back to see. Yeah, I have 4 kills at this point, and right now we're sitting quite good. We do have a grapple. When I killed one of the guys, he did have a grapple, which I told my teammate to pick up. We do get tagged unfortunately there, because obviously people focusing on us rotating into zone, but we did have the grapples that actually helped. My first grapple we just went through, which is a bit weird, and we got up anyways. You know, then we see everyone is distracted, and everyone is going to be rotating into zone, so we could go for high ground easily here. So this is what we do. We start building in brick. I just wait for my teammate, you know, get up. See, I go for some tags that could have been a bit risky, but you know what, it was okay. I see this guy trying to push for high, and I know I wanted to keep high ground because it would have been very important here. So I do go for the high ground. I switch to my metal. Just trying to keep a strong foundation just in case anyone shoots an RPG and tries to knock us down. But we were sitting pretty good right now, and yeah. So obviously we see people, we know there's people below us, so I just build cones just in case he tries to edit us in. And at this point I'm using a lot of mats. I probably have around 500-600 mats here, and maybe I wasted a tiny bit, but no, it didn't really matter that much, because obviously my teammate wasn't building for me. He wasn't building, so he still had mats to give me as well. So I probably have around 300-400 mats here. So I asked my teammate to drop me a little bit of brick just in case I need to expand more. And we see the zone. This zone is above on the hill, right next to us on Polar Peak, and then we realised there's a guy rotating in, and we're going to go for the high ground once again with our grapples, because that actually helped out a lot. And then we just start building a little bit of a metal base. Obviously my teammate builds, we're just expanding a bit, trying to stay strong. Laser this guy from the top, and I do get the I think I do get the kill on this guy, because everyone's rotating in. Then yeah, we're just on the high ground right now, no one's trying to push us. And then I think one guy did try to push us right here. Yeah, one guy tried to push us for high ground. My teammate calls it, really good call for my teammate, and I pump him, and then he dies, we do get his stuff, but I think his mats fell down, which was quite annoying, but it was okay. And there is a guy right below us here. I do get one tag on him. I tried to shoot an RPG on the guy below. This guy is just building up, and he wanted to take a high, but I knew I needed to keep high, so I just got the grapple, jumped off the side, and I pumped him. That did help with the mats. I did take 30 damage here, but it was okay, because like obviously I went for the mats, and this guy had RPG, and I knew instantly that we had to drop down because we were so high in this next zone. And then yeah, we was on the high ground. We was doing pretty good right now. So obviously just building up, try to just maintain the high ground. And then okay, so this guy, we RPG and we predict where he's going to be, so we just laser, and then we do manage to get the knock on him. And on this guy here, he's bedding up. I'm just going to try and, I think my teammate does get stuck and he just starts his own there, which is a little bit unfortunate. It's okay, but and then yeah, so I just had the high ground here on this guy. He had a quad launcher, just trying to spam me down, and he made a really bad play there in my opinion, because he like tried to quad launcher, but then he fell down when he tried to knock me down from high ground. But it was okay. I guess he thought like I was gonna fall, and then I realized, oh, we're the hill here, so this is a bit weird. Oh, the hill's invisible, I think. Okay, so right now there's a hill here. It's a bit invisible. Let me just. And then, oh yeah, now it's going to show. Right, so the hill's here. I realised I blocked this guy off, and I knew I won the game, so I just stood still. And yeah, hope you guys did enjoy this gameplay, and follow my Twitch. That would be much appreciated. Twitch.tv/UK-Menace. Follow my Twitter at UK_Menace. And yeah, hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.